day. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield and the Tennessee Titans versus Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River. Downtown Nashville. First and 10, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early. I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
It was so interesting in the run-up to the draft to talk with different scouts. I got one to tell me that in his notes he wrote down, Mayfield, brash, happy-go-lucky, plays the same way, barely restrained improv act that frustrates opponents and sometimes his own coaches, but produces plenty of highlights. What do you think of that?
And he stopped immediately there. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard.
Derrick Henry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A first down carry for Henry. And some space here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Devin Funchess with touchdown number 7 on the year, and the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another. First down, it's Watson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this will be a Texans first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, 24 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 41, Watson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And 6 yards to go.
On third down, Mayfield. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on. they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
This is Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
On the carry.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 7 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. And in week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Henry, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were.
Watson on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So we've reached halftime here. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now it's Henry. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good for a Tennessee.
And we were down in the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, touchdown number 22 on the season. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now And we get a glance here, Charles, at his 2 touchdown runs.
And, partner, have you ever noticed that when someone scores a second time, they have a little bit of extra pep in their step? It's always, they're always fired up to score. But when you get in twice, it's almost like they're thinking, this could be the start of something really big.
Then you want number 3, right?
Oh, without a doubt. Go get it.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They begin with Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the
on first down. Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Henry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Mayfield's pass intended for A.J. Brown.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the...
They begin the drive with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Texans.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run with Henry. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
And I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown with another touchdown, number 2. On 1st down, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
Throwing again is Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Texans, 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Henry again.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Henry. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Mayfield's pass.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Keep it up, defense, keep it up, guys.
Operating from the gun, Watson, and he'll have his man. That's Cooper. The 20, 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, it's Henry. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's going deep for Brown, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check Mike. Let's go.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for A.J.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Derrick Henry. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mayfield now. He's going deep for Brown. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
42.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2.